Hello, you lovely, beautiful humans. How are you doing? So I am not in my room in this video. Surprise, surprise. I'm hanging out in the living room, and I also have my homemade oat milk latte in my favorite owl mug. I love this mug so much because it looks like the flowers are like little decorative hats on their heads, and it brings me lots of happiness. Anyway, I got it down at the beach. But anyway, okay, I have a story time for you guys today, and I want to share with you how to know if you have broken free from living your life in a way that is not authentic to you and in touch with what your higher self knows you need and wants for you. When I had my spiritual awakening last summer, it was absolutely terrifying because I woke up one day out of nowhere and I felt like a completely different person. I felt like a completely new version of myself. I felt like I was coming face to face with a version of myself that I had been ignoring for years. And in terms of everything, the careers that I've had on repeat, even some of the connections in my life, what I was doing with most of my time, like what I really actually wanted deep down, all of it was coming to the surface, and it happened like automatically. It was like as if someone hit a button and I woke up and I was shifted. And the thing is, during this time, I was working a job that was not fulfilling for my soul. It was actually very negative for me, but I was telling myself that it was right for me. And I was, engaged in habits that were very unhealthy for me. And I was using these habits and these coping mechanisms because I was unhappy, and I was trying to mask the fact that I was unhappy by convincing myself that I was happy, and none of it was real. And sometimes, guys, we fall into these patterns because they feel comfortable, and we tell ourselves, well, yeah, this person said I should do this, so I'm going to keep having this kind of a job, or this person approved of when this happened to me, so I'm going to keep making these choices in my life. Your choices should be based on nothing but what you feel in your soul and what your higher self wants for you, okay? Your higher self has your back, okay? Your higher self is like, hey, babe, sweetie, I don't know, dude, whatever term of endearment you want to assign your higher self to call you, whatever, your higher self is like, come here, I got you, I'm gonna give you a hug, I know what you need, just listen to me. Even if it doesn't make sense right now, listen to me, take my hand, come on, we're gonna walk this way instead. And guys, honestly, it's scary. Taking those first few steps of really listening to your higher self and what your subconscious wants for you is terrifying. Sometimes your whole life has to change. Sometimes your location has to change. Sometimes your whole career path has to change. Your relationships. It's really, really hard. But you know what, guys? I feel the most free now than I have in my entire life. And I feel like I am actually communicating with what my soul knows is right. And you know what? At first, I didn't know where I was going. I still don't know where I'm going. I don't. But I trust that my higher self has my back, and that my higher self is my bestie, because your higher self is your bestie, okay? If we want to speak in modern terms, your higher self is your bestie, okay? They have your back. They only want the best for you. And what your friends or family members or your logical brain that's trying to convince you, oh, you need to do things this structured way because this is how life works. All of those things, get rid of them. I know that sounds crazy, but get rid of them. You don't need them. You need your soul, what lights you up, what brings you joy, the choices you make that make you feel like this. Yeah, this feels good. Every day when I do this, this feels good. That is what you need. That is what you need to listen to, okay? And I know it's so hard because we want to make everyone happy, right? We want to listen to our loved ones. We want to make the choices that will give us approval. You don't need anyone's approval whatsoever except your own. Because when you absolutely, unconditionally love yourself, and that's it, magical things happen to you. And because people know that you're coming from a place of authenticity and you're radiating that love because you're in tune with yourself and what you're supposed to be doing. And then life just feels different. And it's really scary at first, but man, it's so worth it. Anyway, I love you. I wish I could make you all oat milk lattes if you're into them. or some jasmine tea if you're more of a tea person. But this has been Coffee Spiritual Awakening Chat with Kelly, I guess. And I'm gonna go continue on with my day. Much love to you.